Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at one of Bada's practice room episodes. This one is with WEDEMBOYZ. It's got Bada and Ingyu. Now, what's really cool about this is I just had another Patreon request that had me look at the showcase in collaboration of Team Bebe and Team WEDEMBOYZ, which was spicy, and so I wonder if they'll bring that up here. Not quite sure, but I have seen both Bada on Street Woman Fighter Season 2 as well as Bada and Ingyu on Street Man Fighter. So I'm very intrigued on how this episode is going to go, and also knowing that they all are professional choreographers who work with a ton of different artists that you and I have both had the privilege of reviewing in marathon format, in other Patreon requests, things like that. This is also a Patreon request. Shout out to Gabby for the request. I'm excited. I hope you are. Let's go. Oh no. Oh no. Hello Bada. Welcome. Oh Lord, these guys. You see them in the back? Baggy jeans. I've seen that. Bam. Baggy. They're so good. Dancers hit different, I'm telling you. Especially colleagues, they pull mess like that.
안녕하세요, 위덴보이즈입니다. 이렇게. 내가 그 팀 베베에서 영상을 받았어. 안녕하세요, 팀 베베입니다.
팀 베베입니다.
위덴보이즈. 안녕하세요, 위덴보이즈 이거거든.
위덴보이즈.
있는 거랑 없는 거랑 또 달라. 콘서트 가서 이제 그 추천 영상들 보면 있는 거랑 없는 거랑 좀 재미가 좀.
I love this.
둘셋을 해야 되잖아.
I love this so much.
둘, 셋, 위덴보이즈.
He didn't do it. Oh, petty.
안녕하세요, 위덴보이즈입니다. 저는 바다
인규입니다.
Oh my god, that's funny. La 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 la.
보신 적 있으신가요?
태용이 형 나와.
Never. Just kidding.
맨 처음
Isn't that the first one? They're so real for that though. That's right. Bada, you shoo them off.
이게 그 매너리즘에 안 갇히고
맞아.
그 프레임에 안 갇히고.
맞아, 맞아.
That's right.
저희가 연습실 바다쌤이 연습실에 있는 바다쌤이란 말이죠.
오늘 쌤으로 볼게.
That's so funny. God, I love how she said that.
그러면 연습실 이제 왔으니까
예요.
OOTD를 한번 또 설명해볼까요?
진짜 제 작업복 그대로 입고 왔어요.
맞아.
이 신발은 뭔가 출력이 좀 높아지는.
근데 그런 거 있잖아요. 자기가 잘 쳐지는 그
맞아.
신발 라인이
맞아.
있잖아요.
이게 진짜 신발에 따라서 안무가 다르게 짜져.
Oh my god, isn't that so true? I am not kidding with you. When I say depending on what I wear will determine the kind of choreography I'm gonna feel inclined to want to make is 1000% true for me on a psychological front. With shoes, that's totally true. Sometimes when I wear my New Balances, they're a little bit wider and they're more of a platform fit in comparison to like my AK. It's like it's a Korean brand. It's like the AKG or something like that. Those give a very different vibe. And then also other shoes, I'm like, they're like non-dancing shoes. So it's so true. But also the fact that he's like, this is my typical practice get up and he's in a freaking Chrome Hearts. Guys, y'all know me. Anytime I see your Chrome Hearts, I'm like, that's my rent for the month. But also, your girl kind of wants one too. I digress, though. Goodness.
제가 지금 쓰고 있는 모자는 원래 매드를 맨날 쓰고 다녔는데
맞아.
제가 미국 갔다가 잃어버렸어요. 대체로 이제 P를 샀어요. P.
와.
P거든요.
나도 진짜 연습화 맨날 신는 거, 연습복 바지 편한 거. 이번 미국 가서 산 그냥 긴팔.
Love it.
중고야, 중고.
You can't say crap, Ingyu.
연습실 필수템
Bruh.
있나요?
아 완전 있죠.
아 완전 있으시죠?
전 무조건 있죠.
그치.
캄캄한 미래를 상상해.
Yeah, he always pulls those.
이게
Goodness.
없으면 주워.
Right.
저희가 없어요.
Right.
이게 없으면 안무를 못
You know what? He reminds me of, what's his name? Julian de Guzman. He does stuff like that too. Wear the sunglasses.
근데 생각해보는데 인규랑 댄스 배틀을 하려면 이거 뺐으면 이겨. 이게 댄스 배틀 이기는 꿀팁.
작업할 때는
Look at that.
좀 눈에 뵈는 게 없어야 돼 사실.
맞아.
근데 이제 단점은 없으면 이제 좀
He loses confidence.
하면 이제 힘을 잃어버려 이렇게.
Oh, it's like like Superman. It's his kryptonite.
뭐예요?
스프레이. 댄스부터 하는데 제 앞머리 깜도 안 펴고 전 이제.
Ah, she does the little.
1년 때도 머리를 너 거기서 계속 일어나고 있어.
No, my God, that's why I wear a ball cap a lot of times.
그 오빠도 완전 보부상이구나.
이거.
Yeah.
제가 무릎 부상에 당한 이후로 이제 이거를 항상 해야 되는.
태현이 형이 이걸 꺼낼 때마다 자꾸
Please hold. Let me freeze. Okay, I didn't want Vata to be the only one that had to talk about this. So for me, I had received an ankle injury a couple of times, so much so that it's a chronic situation now. And so I brought my compression socks to show that I have to do the same thing that Vata does, where he has to always wear it after his knee injury. I always have to wear a compression sock on my right side. So this is like a typical one from like Walmart. As you can see, it's got a lot of love on it. And then also this is the one I got from the podiatrist. As you can see, it is not my skin tone. So I call this the granny sock, and my kids make fun of me for when I wear them. So I had to be mindful of that. So I wanted to also put my skin in the game here. Guys, it is more common than you think. There are a lot of dancers out there, especially ones who are in the positions that Botcha's in and that I'm in, where it's when you're injured, like your body doesn't recover the same way as it used to. Like, I think when I was 23 is when I got my first injury, and then a couple of years later I got it re-injured, the same thing. And so I'm telling you, I wanted to pull those out just to let you know, like, even though like I'm able to pull, if you've seen a lot of my covers, like I'm able to do stuff, and you see Vata freaking kill it, there's always like, we have to be very mindful of our bodies, because it's a ticking time clock. There's going to be a day where I can't pull certain styles anymore. Like there's certain jumps and certain floor work I can't do anymore because my body will not be able to handle it for my current day-to-day line of work. Does that make sense? So I wanted to make my sentiments known there. Vata, I feel you, my guy. I'm sitting there. I got more compression socks than socks sometimes, depending on the day.
이걸 코에 갖다
맡아볼래?
No. Mine doesn't smell that bad. I wear deodorant. It's fine.
저는 항상 이렇게 많이 들고
와,
다니고.
립스틱 많다.
아, 오늘 뭐를 이렇게 쓰지? 이걸 고민하지 않고 그냥 이렇게 때려 박고. 아, 우리 페이스템이
That's
이거
interesting.
무릎 보호대 말고도 하나 더 있어요. 바로 이거.
아, 연습실.
Oh, the profile. That's cute. Profile.
친해진 계기나 첫인상
네.
같은 게 있잖아요. 저는 일단 인규 처음 봤을 때
워크샵 때
워크숍 때 그때 이제 너를 처음 보고 약간 나는 사실
Whoops, sorry.
한국 사람이 아닌 줄 알았어. 왜냐면 너 이렇게 잘 추는 사람이 있나?
Ah, that's probably why I like his movement, because it gives very Western.
대학생일 때.
팀으로 이렇게 해가지고 뭐 짜거나 막 그런 것도 하는데 근데 오빠랑 저랑 같은 팀이 된 적은 한 번도 없는데 그때도 오빠는 진짜 잘 췄어. 오빠는 제 첫인상 어땠어요?
첫인상이 진짜 너 고등학생 때 아니야? 또 엄청 쇼컷 이렇게 완전 진짜 그냥 무슨 밤토리 머리처럼 이렇게.
그럼 그때부터 본 거면 한 18살 때부터
그러니까
와우.
와 엄청 했잖아. 연시 프로필.
I love the vibes of this room, I swear.
연습실용 닉네임 아바타 닮아서
Really?
이제는 모르겠어.
아니야 아바타 닮았어.
저는 인생 첫 댄스가
Hold on, like Avatar, like the blue people, or like Avatar, the last Airbender?
그럼 되게 늦게 시작했네. 20살 대학교 동아리 장기자.
그치. 춤 안 추다가 이제 20살 때 제일 이제 세게 기억에 남는 거는 20살 때 대학교 동아리 들어가서 이제 환영회 같은 거 하면 각자 이제 장기 자랑을 이렇게 하니까.
What?
근데
I'm
생각이
sorry.
엄청 많아, 그때 20살 때 딱 들어가서 춤추는데
Yeah, oh my god. For him, he's never danced before, and that was the first thing he pulled out of his butt. Like, what? That was great. So natural.
그러면 나만의
What?
스페셜 댄스 포인트가 날것이라고
날것을
적어줬어요.
제가 할 수 있는 한계를 뚫는 그 순간에서 추는 걸 좋아해요. 막 이렇게 막 나도 모르게 이렇게 울분을
막 그 에너지에 막 힘입어서 더 하게 되고.
그래서 그런 프로를 좋아하시네.
아 그럼 그래서 좋아하는 것 같아요.
Ah.
지금까지 내가 봤던
Yeah.
음악이
Oh, side note. Some people are like, what's krump? Krump is a very like masculine, raw style. It is described as a spiritual, raw style. that has a lot of, you see it in, I'm trying to think of like Prime Kings. If you know Vata and Ingyu, WEDEMBOYZ, you may have heard of Prime Kings. That is a Crump crew. So that's a lot of jab integration. I wonder if he has a decent relationship with Trix or any of them from the show or post before or whatever, to where if that's something that he really enjoys, I'm wondering if that's like a little side thing that he's, you know, worked on. Because they're a great group with fantastic movie quality.
우리 세팅이라고 적어줬어요.
Nude?
이거 적으면서 느낀 게 체의 안무가 없어요. 나한테 좀 엄격해서 난 내 이거 잘 짰다, 이거 나 좋다 이런 게 별로 없어. 그래서 그냥 사람들이 많이 좋아해 주시고 아시는 안무로
Really?
한 건데 나도 내가 이거 참 잘 짰다, 이거 완전 좋다 이런 생각을 별로 안 하면서 하는 것 같아.
내 안무 중에 가장 어려운 안무 1위.
Let me think. Oh, never mind.
짰었어요, 오빠?
시상식 오프닝 무대 우리 팀 퍼포먼스에
Oh,
내가
I
앞에
didn't see
혼자 추는 거
it.
있어요.
In 95, Kendrick, yeah?
정형화해서 만든 거라
It's hard to do.
어렵지 않을까 이런 생각.
이 사람만 할 수 있는 거였어.
바다쌤 안무 중에 뺏고 싶은 안무가 넥스트 레벨 후렴 단가 굿이라고.
딱이
모든
생각
안무가의
했었는데.
꿈이야. 그게 어떻게 나온 거야?
이게 저한테 왔는데 그때도 후렴만 짜달라고 해주셨어요.
그치.
후렴이 안 나오니까 거의 하루 만에 안무가 나왔는데 제가 그때 또 터팅을 배우고 있었어요.
아.
그래서 딱 그 각을 엄청 좋아했는데 심플해야 되고 막 스파크가 딱 이렇게 빵 펴야 되고 그래서 그냥 간단하게 짜야겠다 해서
후렴만 짠 거야 그래서?
후렴만 짰어. 바다쌤에게 배우고
Okay, what's really interesting about that is you notice that Bada said at that time she was learning tutting. So if you think about it, one thing as teachers that I don't know if I want to just assume this, but like for me, I can really resonate with that because when I'm training, let's say, for example, when I'm training in Afro, my curriculum or like how I teach my students in the future weeks as I'm tackling Afro is going to have an Afro perspective on it or an Afro influence. Like I'm going to want to integrate the things that I'm learning to the kids because by me teaching it, it actually helps me retain it better. So it's like, but also it allows them to be a part of my personal journey to say, hey, Miss Jess, your teacher is a human too. And because a lot of times in the studio space, there's like this hierarchy where like if let's say somebody goes into their classes and they're like oh my god, it's Bada Lee, they look at her like an idol sometimes instead of not idol like a K-pop idol but like a god when she is very much just a person, right, with a very cool skill set, and I really like her pocket and movement quality. But she's a person at the end of the day, right? Same with Vata and Ingyu. And that's, for me, I always want to strive to treat people like people. Just like I want people to treat me like a person and give me grace when I fail, right? So what I find interesting is that, like, it allows a human quality to be brought to the table. Like, Bada was technically applying the things that she was learning in her work, that's a great example, and it turned into something really, really dope. But would she have been able to come up with that if she was not training in tutting? Who knows, right? But I think that's a really interesting point as somebody who actively, like, always be a learner at the end of the day, right? Which is why I like watching these, is it allows me to see them as people and see the back end on a lot of their choices and how they think. So it helps me be a better advocate when we look at their movement quality in the future. I have a better context of how they operate, right? Which makes me better at the skill set, right? So all that to say, I really like the fact that she brought that up because as somebody who does that, I appreciate that I don't feel crazy or I feel like, okay, I'm not the only one who does that because I end up growing a lot more at the end of the day and I let my students be a part of it too. It's cool.
싶은 거 치명적인 연기.
Fatal expression.
치명적인 부분이 안무에 항상 들어가잖아.
그딱히 찰나.
그게 어디서 나오는 건지 진짜 배우고 싶어서 쓴 거야.
성격인 것 같긴 해요. 막 그걸 의도해서 막 이런 식으로 해서 이렇게 하겠다고가 보다
It's in the
그냥
moment.
필 받아서 그냥 파먹 나오거나.
근데 그게 어딨어?
That's what's cool.
키 뿌리는 거에서 팬들 다 쓰러진다.
우리 못 풀리는.
그러니까.
그리고 그런 것도 알아야 돼요. 어느 각도에서 어떻게 웃을 때 내가 좀 멋있어 보이는지. 오빠 어느 얼굴에서 예뻐요?
나 오른쪽.
그럼 웃을 때 예뻐요? 아니면 뭐 좀 더 이렇게 볼 때 예뻐요?
그런 거 몰라.
그런 거를 이제 알아야 돼.
그러니까 우리가 틱톡도 잘 못하는 거야.
제가
아.
장인이잖아요.
TV를 잘 보잖아.
카메라를
어떻게 화장실에 두고 자기가 이걸 할 수 있냐고. 우리 진짜 못해 그런 거를.
Right.
그 레퍼런스는?
틱톡도 있고 릴스도 있고 제가 보내드릴게요.
열심히
그러니까
잘.
이게
한번 만들자 보내줄게.
할 만한
Send it to me too. I mean, I know y'all probably don't know me, maybe, I don't know, but Add me too. I want to know.
하는
아 그래요? 아 너무
한
좋다.
달에 한 번씩 3만 원씩만
30,000 won a month.
그러니까 알려주세요.
아 제가 끄덕끄덕 하는데 그 눈동자가 보이면 안 돼.
그냥 이렇게.
But he can't. Because he wears sunglasses.
근데 나보다 아래에 있다라고 생각하고 약간 계속 이렇게 왜냐면 핸드폰도 계속 아래에 있잖아요.
네.
근데 밑에 봐야 돼 이렇게.
맞아 밑에 약간 왔어.
Lord. Oh, Lord, help us.
밑에 보고 할게요 이제 토크도.
나 인규가 기분이 한 번도 못
오늘
좋았어.
스마스킹 괜찮아.
저는 숨겠습니다 그냥.
I'll just hide.
자 인규의 연습실 프로필 연습실용 닉네임 인유?
예.
인유.
뭐야?
근데 사실 그 외국인 친구들이 이제 제 이름
I wonder if you guys have ever been, so like, I guess I've never technically answered those questions for myself, so maybe I should too, since it's just feels like a fun little chat with all of us, even though I feel like I'm fourth wheeling. I don't know if that's a thing, but anyway, nickname. I have a couple of nicknames. One nickname that a lot of my students from multiple studios call me is Mother Chicken, and the reason why is way back in the day, I started calling, when I would teach like 4-year-olds how to do forward rolls or somersaults, I would interchange the name. I would call it a chicken nugget roll to use food as an analogy because they understand like a chicken nugget rolling on the floor. I'm like, do that. You're contained in your roll. It's a really weird analogy, but it helped them actually understand the mechanics of how to do a somersault, and then they would learn the name somersault in the same time period, which is great. And then from there, we just slowly just started integrating chicken imagery into the rest of my classes. So I would call little baby, like young 4 to 5-year-old dancers, I'd call them chicken nuggets, dino nuggets for the preteens because they like to be, they're not quite adults, but they have some personality to them, right? So they're dino nuggets. And then you got the chicken strips, which is the older kids, and then you got Mother Chicken. So I also call my students elder children instead of teenagers or like almost adults. I call them baby adults if they're like 19 because they're baby adults, or elder children because they're like 17, 18, and they got a lot of personality and a lot of things to say. And then I have preteen age, I call them schmedium children because they're not small but they're not big, right? And then I have I just have chicken nuggets. So that's why I'm called Mother Chicken, is because I talk about chicken quite often. Like when I say, "What's up, chicken nugget? What's up, chicken strip?" Like it's cute, right? And then they end up, and then it's just kind of stuck. So I think that's really cute. And then one, you actually may see this in my comments, Jazzy Jess is another nickname I've received recently. I don't know why that started. It just started with the preteen age group, and you're gonna notice now if you go to my shorts specifically, because a lot of my students watch my shorts, you're gonna hear "Go Jazzy Jess." And I told them, I made a deal with them, is that I would pin their comment in the event that they comment, and so a lot of them use their parents' YouTube accounts to go and watch my videos. So I felt, might as well answer these questions. So those are the nicknames that I have at this point in time that I can really relate. So that's really cool.
잘 못 읽거든요.
임규.
인요?
임요?
이렇게 할 때
인요?
인요.
인규.
인생 첫 댄스가 초등학교 때.
My first dance ever. His was in elementary school. Mine was in I was technically like 3 or 4 when I started my very first year of dance. But and then I took a break for a long time. And then when I was 11, I asked to be enrolled in studio dance classes. And then the rest is history. So that's cool. I was 11.
슈가 나의 첫 커버였다고.
Wow.
맞다.
Wow. Oh, but with street dance, that's cute. Chew. FX is really cool. Side note, I think FX is the first song I ever heard of them was New ABO. And I use that song to this day to do arm workout. It's perfect. It's perfect to torture children. 3 minutes and whatever seconds.
그냥 제가 추고 싶었나 봐요.
우와. 나만의 스페셜 댄스 포인트.
Special dance point. I think mine is well, actually, I don't know. When it comes to those types of questions, I typically like to just let other people kind of tell me, because I think I know, but I really don't, because a lot of times I don't know how my movement quality is received with people. I did receive a comment, somebody said that my waving, like I always have a wave or waving movement quality in every cover that I do, which I started picking up on. So maybe that's my special dance point, is you just always see waving as a texture integrated in all of my movement. Maybe?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he has
뭐,
fantastic
사실
flavor.
그런 거 많이 보잖아요. 음악 방송 같은 거 많이 보면 지인들 다 물어봐. 이거 누구 안무야? 인규 안무. 다음 어시다. 누구 안무야? 인규 안무
아,
이래가지고
무슨 그렇게 그 정도는 아니에요.
진짜로 그랬어. 아,
He's very
진짜
trendy.
인규가 진짜 K-pop 진짜 대세 아이돌 이제 아이돌들의 안무가구나.
But it's WEDEMBOYZ is a very trendy crew.
한데
맞아.
또 두렵기도 하고
Yeah.
물숭생숭합니다.
I get that.
K-pop 대세 안무가
들 다 오셨잖아요 저희.
예!
Yay!
지금까지 내가 만든 안무 중에 최애 안무가 백이진스랑 미스핏이라고 적어주셨어요. 백이진스.
Oh, I can do this. What is my favorite choreo with Jess? So, like, if I were to my choreographies I made for the K-pop group. So, which one is my favorite? I have to think back. I really like. I think I really like the AT's Blind one because it's the first one that I ever did for choreo with Jess. Sorry, my dog was barking. Yeah, I would say Blind, but AT's that choreo was really fun because it was my debut in that realm. I also think, Jam by Stray Kids, I think was a really fun one too because it was really close to how MOTF choreographed it. So I think I had that really nice, satisfying. I am thinking about the groups as I'm making them. So I felt really good on brand with that one too. So I think those would be the two right now that I have enjoyed choreographing the most. So that's really fun. Baggy jeans though, going to Ingyu's point, I loved baggy jeans. The choreo structure of it is so freaking so freaking fun.
너무 잘 됐잖아요.
Right, it did.
맛있게 출 수 있는 것 같아. 솔직히 그 노래
That's how I felt with Boom Boom Bass too.
너가 짜서 더 맛있어.
아이,
그다음에
It's true.
안무 중에 가장 어려운 안무가 게이머?
네. 한창 서로 욕심이 그냥
와.
활화산처럼
너무 꽉
불타오르
차서?
너무 꽉 차서
제일 힘들어. 내 역사상
와.
내가 해본 춤 연습 중에 제일 힘든 것 같아.
와.
바다쌤 안무 중에 뺏고 싶은 안무가 로봇.
Oh yeah.
저는
맛있어요.
진짜
She
하이라이트는
bodies that
너무
so
잘하고
hard.
바다 누나만 할 수 있는 그 느낌 있어.
Honestly, I think Bada did it better than Kai. Is that a hot take? Maybe, but I've analyzed Kai's entire movement quality and discography and EXO, so I understand enough. And I've seen, Bada doing Rover in the demo, 8. Gave Kai a run for his freaking money. So good. So good. I agree.
맞아.
It's so interesting how it was structured.
바다쌤에게 배우고 싶은 것. 그녀의 미친
출력. 그 순간 출력이
어우, 따라와.
인간의 범주를 살짝 넘어갈 때가 엄청 많은 것 같아.
근데 사실 막 그러잖아. 막 그런 그 마른 몸에서 어떻게 그렇게 힘이 나오냐. 100% 파워가 나오는데 어떻게 그런 거냐 하는데 사실 뿌리기를 연구를 많이 했지.
열심히 쳐야지, 빡세게 쳐야지 해서 나오는 게 아니야?
만약에 1, 2, 3, 4가 있으면 그 4에 그 5자 있잖아요. 그 끝선까지 춘다고 생각해요. 하나까지 춘다. 약간 이런 식으로 해서 그래서 출력이 더 세 보이는 걸 수도 있고 막 흘러보내지 않고 더 끝까지 춘다.
Ah, okay. I love it. I love that.
코너 넘어가 볼 건데요. 우리 뺏고 싶은 안무. 저는 백이진스 뺏고 싶고요. 좋아요. 니춘 내 춤이라고.
니뽕내뽕인가요?
Yeah.
맛있죠?
As long as it's tasty, who cares?
뺏고 싶은지 서로 이렇게 정해볼까요?
저는
로버? 아까
예.
얘기했던 거?
네.
오빠는요?
레슨을 해?
Yes,
뭐 하고 싶어요, 둘 중에?
이거.
쉬쉬로?
네.
좋아요. 한번 해보도록
Pa,
하겠습니다.
pa. Come on now.
이래는 막 미스터 로버.
I don't know if she knew it already. Yes, Ingyu. Ah.
Wait, let's go.
어디 보고 있으면 돼요?
Where do I look when I dance? Nah.
미스터 로버.
Misoro. Stop it! Ingyu, stop it! Come on, Vansa! I've learned all 3 of these choreos. I love it. Come on. And she took Ingyu's classes. You better.
내춤 할게 마지막에 하나 있어.
Oh, that's fun.
이제 가는 거죠 이제. 마지막으로 할까?
챌린지를 하나 만들어 볼까?
챌린지 뭐 있는데 요즘?
노래가
진짜
준비가
만들어.
What kind of Bada is so fun.
아 진짜 저렇게 챌린지를 만들다 오늘 많이 배워갑니다.
약간 선글라스 까야 되는 느낌이네. 두 번째 곡.
이 노래 끝날 것 같아.
아 빨리 끝날 것
이거
같아.
봐봐 다 완성했어 지금.
아 그래 오케이. 뭔 간다네.
오른손부터
활안 나오네.
이렇게 해야지.
아, 오케이.
뭐야? 오른발.
네. Talk to me, girl, talk to me. 나나나나 to me 이런 거.
Yee! That's a little. Oh shit! He said, "Yeah, yeah." Where are they at? It looks like a hive space, doesn't it?
혹시 잘하네. 그런 맛있는 모먼트 하나 만들어. 모먼트.
이게 좀 맛이 없지
그러니까
않아?
맛이 없다.
A little box step.
그래. 이게 좀 맛있어.
Look at the wrist.
아 이게 맛있지.
이걸로?
아.
Yeah, look at the wrist.
좋아. 같은
Yee! Yeah, double it, double it, double it. Yee!
이게 talk to me, girl.
Heel twist, heel
안
twist.
맞지 않아?
Talk to me. Yeah, smooth it out, smooth it out. Yeah, it's tasty. You better happy feed it. You better happy feed it. Yes, yes. Can we do something easy? Ah! Oh, stop it.
정리 한번 해볼까? Talk to me, girl, talk to me. 내가 이거 플레이라고 배우네. 그러니까 약간 여기 감성.
Nice. Talk to me.
슈가 나한테 입술 한번 써주시고.
할 때.
아 이런 걸 해야 되는데.
아 좋아 좋아.
하나씩.
Yeah.
박자 좀 길게 써 그냥.
많이 너희
Don't care.
내는 다
Yeah.
오케이.
솔직하게 말할게. 나 스컬 할래?
노래 한번 더.
Let's go.
이렇게 하면은 솔직히 찍을 수 있긴 하겠다. 화나 있으면.
That's right. That's right. They're like, as long as we have Bada, it's fine. Yee!
오케이.
찍찍.
찍찍찍찍.
찍찍. Tick, tick. I really like that one. It's fun.
거치가.
거치 감성?
템티 둘 셋. 셋 N에 그 음이 없어야 되는데.
네.
뒤로 가야겠네.
This.
Honestly.
쓰는 쌀이.
가요?
I'm gonna been with a buddy. Da, 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 da. That's an old trend. I've never been with a buddy. Come on. Yee! Yeah. Yee!
이거 찍을 때 보통 30프레임으로?
30으로.
At 30?
그리고 광각감도 이렇게?
0.7로 하긴 했어요.
0.7로 하는 이유는 있어?
약간 길어 보여서.
그런 또 비결이 있어요?
괜찮아요, 0.7? 이거
아,
아니면.
먼저 뭐 상관없어요?
I didn't know any of that. I shoot in 60 FPS and I shoot at one time because I like to fix cam it. Because that's a really good test for me if I look decent enough. Because a lot of times when I cover choreos, it's a fixed cam, so I have to match the integrity of it. That's why I do it. But also, it's a really good way to keep me accountable to actually do it and not rely upon the keyframing of the camera to make me look like I'm doing it. But sometimes if I shoot in a space that's really, really like, I'm really far back, I have to keyframe it so you actually see me. So I get it. There's like pros and cons to both. But yeah, and I also don't have a lot of people that can film for me because I do so many takes sometimes. So I love that. I just learned something new. Thank you.
저는 근데 아무래도
Now I know.
볼 수가 없어요, 죄송한데.
Now I know.
선글라스 받아? 엉구리 받아?
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
생기네.
생긴다니까.
Ah. See, it's kryptonite.
충분히 이해해. 왼손잡이는
He's left-handed.
반대로 하면 내게 아니야.
Ah.
어.
He's left-handed, so he always wants to go on the left side. Ah. Ah! Ah!
땡. 길었던 녹화 끝났네요.
엄마 아빠.
네, 오늘 연습실 받았어요. 네.
Yes.
괜찮아요?
네.
지금 한번
소감은요, 또 이렇게 되게 멋있는 분들 많이 나오는 자리에 불러주셔서 감사하고요.
아, 멋있으니까 나온 거죠.
근데 이제 찾으셨는지는 조금 아쉽긴 한데
제가 이제 여러분
Tell her.
이제 그냥 재밌어요.
사실 미국 가기 전에
아 맞다.
연락을 드렸는데
아,
저 소감도
Oh.
많이 배워간다는 느낌. 저한테 많이 배워가서 너무 좋습니다.
또 약간 댄서들끼리만 할 수 있는 얘기도 많이 해서 너무
아
좋았어요.
그러게요.
I love
할수
it.
있었어.
I love it.
이게 좀 힘들었지.
Yeah.
아, 연습실 받았지 말고 다른 걸로 나와주시면
아,
제가
왜?
요리도 좀
그러니까
하거든요.
요
아무도 불러주지.
그러니까 말이야.
Call me for that. Treat me to food.
심했죠.
그다음에 마지막으로 이제 엔딩 포즈를 하고 끝내야 되는데
뭐 할까?
우리 좀 촌스럽게 하고 싶다.
이건 내 촌스럽게는? 무식하게 체인 하면서 나가는 거지.
나쁘지 않아.
마지막 나와주셔서 감사드리고요. 자, I love you, I love you.
I love ya. I love ya.
쌉쌉.
지금
쌉쌉.
엔딩 보여줄 거예요?
연습.
That was fantastic. Oh my god, that was an awesome episode. Lord help us. I had so much fun watching that. And what's really cool too is if you didn't know this, so one of my colleagues or acquaintances is Henny. Shout out to Onni Henny, and she's did some really dope work recently for Usher, and she used Vata as the Usher, and I think she used one of the guys. Was it you? He's from Just Jerk. I've learned from him before. It's I've mentioned him before in some other analysis because you've seen him in Taemin's work. You've seen him in a lot of SM affiliated material. My point is this: I really like the fact that this is really cool to be able to see just an interaction with dancers, especially like Bada, Vata, and Ingyu are all colleagues. They all have similar experiences from the Street Fighter franchise. They also have they've worked with a lot of overlapping artists, so there's a lot of natural respect and a lot of natural empathy in this space already, and they know each other as friends. So I think that's really dope how we were able to see this kind of interaction compared to whenever she meets somebody for the first time or when she meets with people who are students. Does that make sense? Or people who are in that student kind of role, where she's like a teacher, right? So I really love the vibes of this. I can relate to so much of it. Shout out to the compression socks for keeping me going. Shout out to Vata's knee brace, man. I feel that. I have a compression for my knee too. Depends on the weekend. But yeah, this was awesome. Gabby's a real one for recommending this. I had a freaking blast. This one's probably one of my favorite Bada dance practice episodes that I've seen, and I've seen quite a few at this point. This was incredible. Y'all know me. I know you. I'm Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.